Today I'd like to talk to you about a concept known as economic bias. What is economic bias and why is it important for you to understand it? Economic bias is a conflict of interest where money is involved. So in every transaction we have for a product or service, there is some form of economic bias. It's just important we recognize it to make us better consumers. Let me give you the first easy example that comes to mind. A used car salesman is notorious for having a conflict of interest. The more car they sell us, the more commission they're going to make. We understand that one. One that's the most common in the financial services realm is a life insurance agent. It is true that a life insurance agent has an economic bias, a conflict of interest to sell us a life insurance policy. If they sell us one, they get paid. If they don't, they don't. We understand that. We understand that conflict of interest. One that we don't think about as much is our doctors. Now, isn't it crazy that we'd even stoop to say that a doctor has a conflict of interest? But it's true. The more we go to the doctor, the more the doctor gets paid. Now, it's important I make a point here that just because someone has an economic bias does not mean that they're a bad person. We certainly want our doctors to be well paid so that they do the right research and we get good medical care. It is important that a life insurance agent gets paid, but it's also important that we remember in the back of our minds that an economic bias exists. That will make you a better consumer. Thank you for joining me for 90-Second Finance. Now I invite you to join the conversation on my educational finance blog, timmaurer.com, where personal finance is more personal than it is finance.